Hello and welcome in to this episode of the Versus Podcast. My name is Matt, and joining me today is Caleb, Devin, and Garrett. We're coming to you live right after the Chiefs and Chargers game for Thursday Night Football. Thank you again for tuning in. We just ask that you like this video, subscribe, comment, see how you're feeling about your own NFL team this year. But boys, how we doing on this Thursday night? Devin, I know that once again this has not been your start in fantasy, but how are you doing overall?
I don't even know, man. I don't know. It's not a good day.
I will say that was probably, I mean, the game was good itself, but that was very entertaining just watching Devin's just reactions, his emotions, the emotional roller coaster we went on watching Juju Smith-Schuster get 3 catches for 2 yards, it looked like.
To say, after that game, he's been traded. He's off my team right now.
Yeah. Hey. It is official. Schefter has tweeted it out. Michael Gallup and $150 has been secured, I believe. So
wow,
you rate that trade 1 through 10 down below in the comments.
Wow. Caleb, how you feeling?
Guys, I'm doing absolutely great right now. I don't know what kind of energy I have right now, but I literally feel like running 2 miles.
He's got
Keep the fresh cut.
Fresh cut.
I'm on that fresh cut energy. I'm doing great. Playing Devin in fantasy.
I wouldn't want to play him in the league that we're in. His team's insane.
Yeah.
Oh, you're talking about the one in Dynasty?
Oh yeah, we were talking about the redraft league, but his dynasty team is insane, dude.
Yes.
Scored over 200 points last week.
Juju in the Dynasty. Okay, never mind. I'm not that excited about that anymore. Yeah, I'm doing great though, boys.
That's good. That's good to hear.
My Chargers lost, unfortunately, my pick 'em, but it's okay. You know, I still liked it.
Hey, Chiefs, go Chiefs, go Chiefs. Shout out Trey too. He had the Chiefs. Yep. Us 3 started off strong in the pick 'em. But yeah, let's get into, before we get into the game tonight or anything, let's just recap the first week of the games. So starting out with that, let's start with the Saints and Falcons. Saints barely took a dub, but ended up pulling away. What was the score? Let me pull it up.
It was 27-26, I believe.
Yes, 27-26. So what were you guys' thoughts on that?
My thoughts were the Falcons look good in the first 3 quarters, like they do every single game, and they've different quarterback, and Matt Ryan's not there. Still don't know how to close out games, even with Mariota there. Yeah, but the Falcons look good through like the first 3.5 or 2.5 quarters, I guess. But Jameis Winston made plays when he needed to. Michael Thomas, still him. He's a great receiver. Yeah, pulled out a nail biter.
Yeah, what are you guys' thoughts?
I still think the Falcons are going to be a decent team this year.
I disagree, but
yeah, I think Falcons look good, and Michael Thomas looks very
gooder.
Yeah, he did.
All right, now let's move over to a game that was not pleasing to watch. 49ers Bears. But the Bears ended up pulling off the upset against the 49ers, 19-10. Should we just kind of throw this game to the side?
We need to have like a section for the week 1 games. Fluke games.
Yes.
This is a fluke game. Fluke games. I think that's really all it comes down to. I liked what I saw from Justin Fields.
Caleb disagrees.
Well, anytime a division rival loses, it's not a fluke. The Bears are better than Niners in Caleb's opinion.
Yes. I think you have to throw everything to the side. I think it is still a little worrisome that the 49ers weren't able to do anything, because they do want to run the ball a lot, and I think that this gives you the chance to. But I still think that they'll be able to do something in the pass game.
Yeah.
Trey
Lance looked good. His interception, I wouldn't say it was a bad read. It was just a really good play by the safety, Eddie Jackson, I think it was.
Yeah.
It was a good play. But other than that, I'm still mad Elijah Mitchell got hurt. That screwed over my fantasy team really badly because he was looking good that game. But, yeah, that's all I would say. It's fluke game. And
Have you got anything?
Points.
No. All right, Steelers, Bengals. Oh, sorry. Okay, sorry, Caleb. My bad. Going back to the Bears and the 49ers.
The game that I've been looking forward to talk to.
Wow.
Trey Lance isn't it. I'm just going to say it right now.
Week 1?
Week 1 showed me that he's not it.
Okay. So, Caleb, can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
With that logic, are the Cardinals it? Because they lost week 1.
That's true. You know, he got me there. That's true. You got me there.
Don't give him that. Stand strong in your argument, Caleb. Stand strong. Stand strong, Caleb.
The Cardinals are
We'll get into the Cardinals. Talk about the 49ers.
Okay. Sorry. 49ers, yeah, in my opinion, Trey Lance did not look good. It started raining, like, in the third quarter, so it didn't rain the whole game. That's all I gotta say.
It poured before the game and stopped for, like, the first half, and then...
Yeah.
Down came the rain.
But, yeah, honestly, Bears made them look silly. That's all I gotta say. I think 49ers are not going to be as good as people think they are.
Hey, shout out Justin Fields, though.
The slide was sick.
Yeah.
The slide was sick. All right, Steelers-Bengals. Steelers win in overtime 23-20. Should we be worried about the Bengals at all?
I will say, because it was Joe Burrow, the media's not talking about, how bad of a game he had, really. But I wouldn't say it's going to be a thing from the Bengals to look like this. I'm happy the Steelers won this game because they deserve to win this game after how the Bengals played, and they almost still won.
33 for 53, 338 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions in that game for Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
So
and notable injury, TJ Watt going down. He'll be out for what, 6 to 8 weeks, something like that. So good for them. He doesn't have to have surgery. But yeah, I mean, I'm happy the Steelers won. I guess maybe they're not going to go 2-15, but I was having a fight with Jackson in the comments. But
yes.
Yeah, I'm happy the Steelers won because they deserve to win. Minka Fitzpatrick, good safety.
Are you worried about the Bengals, Devin?
Nope.
No worry. Are the Steelers a over 500 team now because of this? Are they
Their
in that?
defense is good.
Are they in that way, or do you think
It's a decent chance. I think there's a good chance they're 500 or higher.
that's fair? I can't have that happen because I have a bet with Jack Dewey.
We will get into it later, but I might need to change my pick for the game that they play.
Okay.
Versus
the
Patriots.
All right, sounds good. All right, let's.
Go ahead. Yeah, I think Steelers are gonna be a winning football team this year. I think Mitchell Trubisky, he looked better. I'm not saying he's it. I'm just saying he didn't look bad. That's all I'm saying. He played better than Joe Burrow.
Average.
But
he did not play. Joe Burrow had a terrible game and he still looked better than Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, but he didn't look as bad as what we thought. But so I'm gonna give him credit for that. Yeah. But Steelers, yeah, they have like top 3 defense in the league. But I don't think we need to worry about the Bengals.
No. All right, agreed. Eagles and Lions. Eagles pull out the win, 38-35. I think that the Lions are going to be good this year. I think that should be more of the testament than the Eagles are going to be bad. I think that the Lions can have a really good season. They're definitely going to be spoiler a lot this year. I feel like
it might be a lot like last year. Like I remember last year, they were down by a lot in games and they'd come back and just like make it close to the end. But still end up coming short. So that might be another year of that. But they look better. DeAndre Swift looked good. The Eagles look good.
AJ Brown looks really good for them, and I think that Devontae Smith isn't going to be a non-factor every single week. Yeah. So whenever the passing offense could be a little bit better than expected with those two.
AJ Brown looked really good.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He looked really good. So, all right, let's go over to the Patriots and Dolphins. Patriots. Oh gosh, I had it. Okay,
27.
Mm-hmm. It was 20-7. You're right. So yeah, Dolphins win 20-7. Are you feeling better about the Dolphins, or is this kind of feeling worse about the Patriots?
I'd say a little bit of both. Dolphins defense great. Mike McDaniels had a pretty ballsy play call on the 4th and 7 to Waddle that ended up being the touchdown. That was kind of the difference maker. But I think America wins when the Patriots lose. So I was happy to see the Patriots lose because I think Mac Jones is overrated quarterback. And Tua, for all my Tua on people out there, he looked good. The clip that was going around, like of him just the ball coming completely short, like the first throw of the game, that was like circling around. People saying like, "Oh, another year of this." It was a tip pass, but I digress.
You really are a tune-on believer. Yeah. Wow.
Expect us.
The Patriots gonna be bad this year, guys?
Yeah, they suck.
They suck. Wow.
Honestly, I don't know what to take from
Caleb
this game.
is a Mac Jones lover.
Yeah, why do you love Mac Jones so much?
I just think he's I think he's a solid quarterback. Okay. I really do. But didn't he get hurt?
Yeah, he did.
He's fine though.
Yeah, he's fine.
But he's playing this week.
Oh.
He got extra.
I don't know what to take away from this game. I mean, both teams are pretty equal. I mean, I have nothing for this game. I didn't really see anything from each team that made me think they'll be better or worse.
I got a stat for you guys. Tua Tagovailoa 4-0 against Patriots.
That is pretty crazy.
That is a pretty
Four
crazy.
and
That
oh
is a
against
pretty
Patriots.
impressive
Wow.
stat against
That is
Bill
pretty crazy.
against Belichick.
Yeah.
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 It's pretty good.
Impressive.
That's pretty good.
Impressive.
All right, Ravens and Jets. Jets. It's pretty disappointing in this game. I don't think we expected much with Joe Flacco, but very disappointing. Ravens played well enough to win, and I mean, I don't think this makes you feel any better or any worse about them.
Yeah.
I think they did what they needed to do.
Yeah. Devin, what were your thoughts on how Lamar Jackson played, though?
He played all right. It was a slow start. First half they didn't do much, but they got back into it second half and they looked a lot better. But yeah, I wouldn't overreact to anything. I mean, it's the Jets, so
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys nailed it. I have nothing to say on this one.
All right, Carson Wentz is back. Commanders win 28-22. I'm kidding. I don't actually think Carson Wentz is back, but Carson Wentz did have a good game. They barely pulled it out against the Jaguars, though. Carson Wentz went 27 for 41 for 313 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So maybe not the best game, but pretty good. Antonio Gibson had a good game. Terry McLaurin. I think that Curtis Samuel was a little bit of a
Sleeper.
yeah, it definitely was.
You go back and watch his highlights. He wasn't just open because the defense was leaving him open. He was juking the defense out on his routes. He looked good.
Yeah. Devin, you have anything to add?
nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna start Curtis Samuel this week.
Oh, that's good. That's
Hey, me too.
That,
Me too.
that's
Me too.
that's their takeaway. That's the takeaway. That's the takeaway.
Facts.
All right, Baker revenge game did not go as planned for him. 26-24 win for the Browns. I think this is more just the Browns win a game that they probably should, but I mean, you kind of have to win those games right now with Jacoby Brissett.
If you're the Panthers, they should not have won that game. But if you're the Browns, I don't know. It was a 58-yard field goal. Cade York, the rookie kicker, the only kicker drafted in the draft.
Yeah.
I thought it was a very clutch kick. There was kind of controversy leading up because on the drive, Jacoby Brissett, he snapped it to spike it, but he kind of took a step back and hesitated and then spiked it. So there was a controversy if that should have been intentional grounding or not. So I don't know the official ruling on that, but yeah, the Browns, squeezed one by the Panthers. Baker didn't look terrible.
Baker went 16 for 27, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. I just feel like that's a Baker stat line right there. That's a Baker stat line. Christian McCaffrey, 10 carries for 33 yards. Should we be worried about that for Christian McCaffrey at all? 10 carries for 33 yards for Christian McCaffrey.
I don't know.
I thought he had a lot more than that.
I think the Browns front seven is a very underrated group. They got some beasts up there. I wouldn't be too worried. Plus, he was pretty good out of the backfield through the year, if I believe.
Yeah, I think they'll get him. I think they'll get him
equal.
They'll get him more targets.
Yeah.
They'll get more targets. All right, let's not take long with this game. Colts 20, Texans 20. It's just a good on the Colts to come back, but I mean, embarrassing.
Yeah, I mean, I almost got it right. I was this close to getting the Texans winning.
Yes.
They were up 20-6 with 13 minutes left in the game. Ended up giving up the lead, sadly. But yeah, I mean, just not a great game from the Colts.
The fact that Davis Mills almost beat the Colts defense is just
Davis
pretty
Mills
bad.
is
Yeah, but Leonard on the Colts is
a team that wants to run the ball a lot. Matt Ryan had to go. He had to throw 50. He had 50 pass attempts, went 32 for 50, 352 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception. I don't think that it's a good thing for the Colts if Matt Ryan is throwing the ball that much. Jonathan Taylor had 31 carries for 161 yards. Still, I mean, he's just a beast. And then Michael Pittman, 9 receptions, 121 yards, and 1 touchdown. I think that he's gonna break out this year, if you want to say that. I think that's the
but
year.
other than him, though, they really do not have anybody else.
Their next leading receiver was Nyheim. How do you say his name?
Nyheim Hines. And that's a running back.
6 receptions for 50 yards for their backup running back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, nothing really to take away from that game. Giants with the upset over the Titans, 21-20, going for the 2-point conversion to end it to take the lead. Will the Giants be better than we think this year? Really?
he will carry them to a few more wins than expected.
So how many wins is that?
I don't know. I don't know what I projected them at, but
Like 7?
I have them winning this week against whoever they're playing.
Carolina?
Yeah.
7 or 8 or what?
I'll give them 6.
6? Okay.
I liked Dable going
Yeah.
for it. I think it's good for me. Like I like seeing players like hyped up with their coaches, like after like the touchdown, the 2-point conversion. Dable like was dancing with them in the locker room. You can tell that like he's a great locker room guy compared to last year when they ran a QB sneak on like 3rd and 8 on their own 4.
Yeah.
Where you could tell there was a lot of turmoil. But yeah.
All right. Does anyone else have anything about the Giants Titans?
I'm not a Daniel Jones believer.
I am not either.
I don't think they'll be that good. I think that was just they played really good that game. I just think they played really good, and I think the Titans.
They missed the kick.
Yeah.
They won it.
Yeah.
They should have won the game.
Yeah,
But
I just think it was kind
Fat
of.
Randy.
I just think it was a lucky game for the Giants. It was just a good game, kind of
All
like
right.
the Bears.
All right, I think we should start a segment called Blowouts of the Week. Let's start with the one and only really blowout. There's a couple. Chiefs beat the Cardinals 44-21. Caleb, let's start with you. Expected.
That's what I'm gonna say.
But he still picked.
But
them
you
to
still
beat the
picked the Cardinals.
I beat the Chiefs to beat the Cardinals.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Did you?
Did you?
I didn't have a pick 'em for week 1, but I picked
we had to penalize it.
yeah.
I forgot we had to
Yeah.
penalize.
But in like when we picked our
44
records,
to 21. 44 to 21.
yeah, I expected that when we beat the.
Blowout. You expected a blowout, so this doesn't worry you at all. This worries me. This worries me for what a team that I already thought was 7 wins.
Do the Cardinals have like do they have a defensive coordinator?
Vance Joseph.
Vance Joseph. Whoever it is needs some self-reflection.
Here's the thing.
Played.
I think that this is a
terrible.
team that I thought was going to be getting 6 to 7. I now see them as a 4 or 5 win team this year. I just don't see them. I think that this team might start 0-6 because they have to go on the road against Carolina.
They did make it look close in garbage time.
In garbage time. This game was not as close as it shows on the scoreboard.
Yeah.
I think that the last 2 years we've lost to the Panthers and we've gotten humiliated both times, and I could see it happening once again. And so I could see this team starting 0-6. I think that it's an embarrassment. I think that Cliff Kingsbury doesn't know what the hell he's doing. I don't think that he understands how to coach an NFL team, let alone a college football team. I can't stand that I have to root for a team that is coached like that. Kyler, who's a little baby like he is. Oh, you know what Kyler has to say this week? This is what Kyler has to say this week. Let's get my friend Hollywood Brown some more targets. He's a top 10 wide receiver, and he should be getting that. What are we doing here?
No, but D-Hop though. But D-Hop, he'll come back and he'll change.
This is a 4 or 5 win team.
Yeah.
This is a 4 or 5 win team.
I'm worried about our defense. Our defensive
Isaiah
line
Simmons-
mostly. We could not. The reason
he's like not as fast as he is, if he's just like
No.
a little slower, he's like not even drafted.
Yeah.
I know.
He's getting cooked by Travis Kelce.
I know, which is disturbing. And I think this one, I'm not really disturbed about our offense just because, I don't know.
Really? 21 points against the Chiefs?
I don't know.
And
We
got
don't have a lot.
2 touchdowns in garbage time?
We don't have a lot of weapons. Like, D-Hop's out,
Exactly.
Rondell Moore's out. Like,
I guess.
we had a
Kyler
couple
Murray
guys
looked
injured.
bad.
Yeah.
Not
Our
even-
offensive
not even,
line
like,
also is
throwing
injured,
wise,
too.
But just like reading the defense, I was showing to Devin a video on TikTok, a guy like breaking down how bad like Kyler is at realizing like what the defense is giving.
Yeah.
Yeah, there were a couple guys that were wide open. I will say that, but
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't know. I'm not gonna say anything about our offense till it's full strength. But
Is this still an 11 win team?
I can't believe I said 11 wins.
Oh, you said 11 wins.
I said like 8.
You say
Caleb,
like 8 now?
Eight.
This
8 or
is
9.
Caleb. This is
The
Caleb's
defense
only
were.
chance-
I thought we were gonna hold them like 20 or 30,
This is Caleb's
not
only chance
44.
to recant his 11-6 record. What is your
I'm gonna
new
bring us
record?
down. I'm gonna bring us down to 8.
8-9.
8
Okay, you heard it here. Official.
official.
8-9 for the Cardinals.
Switch.
I also.
The reason I'm saying that is because I think our defense were.
defense is
We have no line. Literally, if the reason Pat Mahomes, he was just sitting back there for like.
Well,
we got no pressure
we
on the
literally
guy.
had to blitz. And that's
Yeah,
why-
and we still
yeah.
gonna get pressure on the
So you're
guy.
getting cooked in
So
there.
that's why this offseason, Steve Keim, you gotta go after and
No,
revamp
Steve
our
Keim
defense.
needs to go after and find a new
Time
job.
to tank.
Well, that too, but we need to go
time to
find
Tank
it.
for CJ Stroud.
No, we need to focus on our defense this offseason. But I don't know, our defensive line worried me a lot.
Hey,
Buda Baker is running all over the
thing
place.
that upsets
Conner
me
looked
is
Hey, that's
I
true.
can't
And
tell-
Hollywood Brown looked pretty
besides
good too.
trading for Hollywood Brown this year in the draft, so you could pretty much call him our first round pick if you want to call it that. we've consistently drafted defensive players and drafted linebackers, and it's led to nothing. And the one linebacker that we had that actually did something, we let Hassan Reddick walk.
Yes, that's the guy.
And I just don't understand the decision making. Like, I don't get it.
Well, I also just feel like we aren't putting in people in like their actual.
And
positions.
why are we? It's because of who we drafted. We're
I just-
going. Yeah, it's just a
I
mess,
just don't
man.
think we can find a spot to put Simmons. I mean, remember what happened to Son Reddick? We played him at middle linebacker for 3 stinking years, and then we finally put him at pass rush, and he succeeded. We're like, why couldn't we figure that out 3 stinking years ago?
Well, Caleb, as much as we would like this to be the Cardinals podcast, it is not.
I know. I can talk about this all day.
We got the Vikings with an impressive win over the Packers, 23-7. Devin, are you worried about the Packers?
I am a little worried. I am. Our offense looks terrible. Wide receivers can't catch a ball.
Do you think it's
Aaron
going to be better
Rodgers
once
looks-
Alan Lazard comes back?
It'll be a little better, but I don't know if it's going to change anything. I think the only way this gets changed is we start involving the running backs even more.
Yeah.
Get Aaron Jones in more passing plays, run the ball more. Aaron Jones averaged 9 yards per carry.
Yeah.
last
What,
game.
nine rushes, or how many rushes?
I don't know how many rushes,
I
but
think-
if someone's averaging 9 yards per
Yeah.
rush, you run the ball with
Yeah.
him.
I think the Packers, to give
like almost
them
first
credit,
down.
I think they're really good at like adjusting mid-season and like realizing what they need to do more of.
Yeah.
So I'm not really worried for the Packers.
I'm impressed by the Vikings. I'm impressed.
Yeah.
I like the Vikings. They're
I
gonna
was
be
about
good.
to say, I think the Vikings are legit.
Kirk
I think
Cousins
they're
looks good.
I think
Yeah,
they're a
looks good.
Super Bowl
Yeah.
contending
I don't know if
team.
anyone can stop Jay Jettis.
No,
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
say this on the podcast right now. Vikings are a Super Bowl contending team. I'm gonna say that
We'll
right
see.
now.
We'll see. I don't think that's outlandish.
That's
Nah,
not. That's
yeah.
not.
I'm gonna
that's
say it
not-
right now.
that's
Their
not-
defense-
I wouldn't say that's.
But they're
not
also
like-
the Minnesota
but-
Vikings.
They've
so-
used the last 2 years to revamp their defense. Their defense looks good too. I mean, they shut down Aaron. I mean, he also didn't have weapons, but
Yes, yeah.
still, though, I mean, like,
Yeah,
shut down Aaron.
I-
And
for
it
them
was
this
and
week
it
in
was
Philadelphia.
pretty-
it
yeah.
was the pass rush for the Vikings too.
Yeah,
It was-
exactly.
I will-
Zadarius Smith.
And Bakhtiari,
Daniel
Bakhtiari
Hunter?
didn't play. did
No,
he?
we're missing
No.
our top 2 offensive linemen.
Jenkins didn't play either. No, I mean once they get back, they should be a lot better.
But Zadarius Smith, Daniel Hunter, Jordan Hicks, dude,
NFC
they
North
look,
race
they
is
look
gonna be fun
good.
this year.
Yeah,
I think.
Yeah,
I think
they look good.
I think that game's close. I don't think we win, but our first play of offense
that's a
is
big-
a Christian
that's a big
Watson
momentum.
75-yard
that is a
touchdown.
momentum
That
swing.
he
No,
drops.
I agree.
I will say.
He
one more
dropped
thing,
it?
Though.
Yeah.
He dropped a 75-yard touchdown.
That's rough. That
I will
hurts.
say.
Justin Jefferson is already a top 5 receiver. Put him in Kevin O'Connell's offense. That's like a number 1 receiver in the league, like Cooper Kupp was last year. So I think you're gonna get like an average of 130 yards out of Justin Jefferson like per game.
130
Yeah,
every.
I mean, look at
crazy.
Cooper Kupp's numbers last year; they were insane.
I think he's gonna
Broke
get
records.
I think he's gonna get
Oh yeah,
I think he's gonna get a massive contract extension after this year too. Because what is he in, like his 3rd year right now or something like that?
Yeah.
He's gonna get.
All right,
Sure.
Chargers Raiders. Chargers win 24-19. Derek Carr didn't look the best, but Devontae Adams had a good outing. So I think that this is I think that Justin Herbert had a great game. I think that the Chargers, like, yes, they lost tonight, but I still think that they're definitely, if Justin Herbert's injury isn't anything significant to keep him out for weeks, that they're still going to stay in the race. I think that the Raiders will figure things out and continue to get better as it goes on. I'm not worried about either of these teams.
yeah, same here. I will say Derek Carr did not have the best game. I was watching specifically because I had Waller on my team, not anymore, but he had Waller wide open on the goal line in the end zone, and he just threw it right behind him, and that really just angered me. And so, yeah, Derek Carr didn't look good, but Devontae Adams, doesn't matter who's throwing it to him, he's still going to put up numbers.
10 receptions, 141 yards, and 1 touchdown.
Yeah, still going to put up
Devontae
numbers.
Adams. So, yeah, impressive.
I like my fantasy team looked really good with him on it.
Nice. All right. Sunday night football game, Buccaneers Cowboys. Cowboys, even when Dak was in the game, looked like they were lost. Buccaneers, I mean, nothing really too impressive, but just their defense looked really good.
Gritty game.
Yep.
Got it done. Cowboys the only team to not score a touchdown.
Yeah.
out of
I
week
think
one.
I think that the wide receivers could be something to keep into account for the Buccaneers for this week. They're both supposed to. Chris Godwin for sure, I think,
And
will be out. And
Julio's not looking good. I am on my fantasy as well. It's not looking good based on reports. Not looking good to play. Hopefully he plays.
Julio isn't looking to play either.
Julio is not.
So they might not have their 3 top. Mike Evans might not play either.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's questionable.
Okay, well then they'll play. If all 3 of them are questionable, then 2 of those 3 will play.
Mike Evans might.
Yeah,
I bet
Mike
Mike Evans will. I bet Mike Evans will.
Yeah, I think with the top Bulls defense, you're always going to get a really solid defense.
The Cowboys,
so.
sure. They have
Yeah.
the weapons.
Yeah,
Are
they're loaded.
Are the Cowboys
They're
done
loaded.
for the year? Like,
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not making the playoffs.
They're not.
The
They're not
season
done.
is over.
Even with Dak, I don't think they're that good.
The season is over.
And
I
I don't
wouldn't
think
say
Dak
just
is very
yet.
good.
You wouldn't say it's over yet?
They're saying Dak's gonna be back week 5 now.
I don't think
You
it matters.
serious? I don't think it matters either. I
If
think
you
Eagles
go-
are
if
winning
you
the
say,
division.
Say at the worst, you go 0-5 off to start. There's like no recovering from that, especially with the schedule that they have. They have a very tough schedule this year. So
I guess it all comes down to how the Eagles play the first 5-6 games.
Yeah.
How many games they win.
All right, and then the last game of the week, Monday Night Football. Seahawks. Russ returns and he loses to his old team, 17-16. Are y'all worried about the Broncos?
Can I put my stamp of fluke game on this game?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, here's my fluke game stamp. I was shocked. I mean, I said on the last podcast before the game, I said you might hear some boos for Russell Wilson. I was not expecting the whole stadium to boo him,
Yeah,
which was shocking a little bit.
it's terrible.
Disrespectful at the least.
Seahawks fans are.
Yeah, that's why you don't have a basketball team, because your fans suck, Seattle.
Yeah.
But Russell Wilson looked fine. I think
They win that game if
the
it's not for
biggest-
Javonte and Melvin Gordon,
biggest-
both fumbling at the goal line.
I will say the biggest difference in the game was the penalties. The Broncos could not get off the field on 3rd down when it came to penalties. I will say some of them were bad calls, but that's just how it's going to be when you're. I don't know. They didn't really help themselves out. They had way too many penalties. Judy had a bad drop on 3rd down or 2nd down, I remember. Other than that, Judy looked fine. But I guess obviously the big play at the end of the game, not calling timeout on 4th and 5, still kicking a 64-yarder. Which I think it's good that you have trust in your kicker, but I don't think it's a good idea to kick it from there when you have Russell Wilson on your team. But yeah, Seahawks still not a good team. Fluke game. Another reason why you should get your starters reps in preseason.
Yep. Dev?
I don't have much to say. I think the Broncos will be fine. And I think the Seahawks are not going to be a good team, but, I mean, they deserve a little more credit than what people are giving them.
I need to talk about this. How the heck are the Seahawks first place in our division, Matt? What the heck is going on?
Caleb.
Never in a million years would I thought
Caleb,
that. But
what a great segue. Were you segueing me or were you just saying that?
no, I would vote both. But also,
Okay, you go ahead and add something else, Caleb.
but also, Seahawks are gonna be terrible. I think this is a lucky game. I think Broncos lost that.
Is your stamp of fluke on it?
I'm gonna go stamp fluke. Mm-hmm. I think Broncos are gonna be fine. I honestly think they lost that game because they weren't as disciplined. Like you said,
The penalties, I don't even think it came down to discipline. It literally looked like like some teams, like you can rest your starters and they'll look fine. They looked like they hadn't played since like December last year.
Yeah.
So
No, yeah,
maybe you get them in the preseason.
Yeah.
You know.
And it's Russ's first time in a brand new offense. I just think it's gonna take a couple of games to figure it out. But
Yeah. I mean they'll have a good game against the Texans to figure it out this week.
Exactly.
So
And Seahawks, they're gonna win this week for the Niners.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll pretend that Caleb segued me great into this, but we're gonna update the standings. We have the Dolphins and the Bills tied for first at 1-0 in the AFC East. And then we got the Steelers and Ravens tied for first in the AFC North at 1-0.
And Browns.
Oh, and the Browns, my fault. All 3 of them. We have the Texans and the Colts tied for first at 0-0-1.
No team in the NFC South.
After tonight's game, we have the Chiefs in sole first place at 2-0, and then we have the Eagles and the Commanders at 1-0 in the East. We have the Vikings and the Bears at first in the North at 1-0, and then we got the Saints and the Buccaneers at 1-0 in the South. And then the sole leader for the NFC West right now is the Seattle Seahawks at 1-0. All right. Next, we will get into our recap of tonight's Thursday night football game.
User.
All right, boys, let's dive into the game that just happened. Chiefs won 27-24. Kind of played from behind the whole game. Came back at the end to win. Pick six was kind of the huge takeaway that kind of swung it into the Chiefs' favor. But we had Patrick Mahomes 24 for 35, 235 yards, 2 touchdowns, and Justin Herbert's 33 for 48, 334 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Caleb, let's start with you. How does this make you feel about both teams? What's your takeaway?
I just want to start off by saying I'm a little sad right now because that was my pick'em, was Chargers.
Oh.
I actually thought they would pull the upset off. But honestly, in my opinion, I think Chargers are a Super Bowl contending team. I think they're legit. Justin Herbert's legit. And I honestly think they'll split. I think Chargers will win next game. I think they'll split.
Last year or last 2 years, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Chargers won at Arrowhead both those times. So
yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not really worried about this one. I think both teams look good, but it was just a good game with two great teams. That's what I would say. 2 good quarterbacks.
Dev, does this put the Chiefs up for you, or are they still a 9-win team?
It puts them up, but they're not better than the Chargers.
Yeah.
They just beat the Chargers.
It was at home. They don't have Keenan Allen. The Chiefs are not better than the Chargers, but they are better than what I was giving them.
Don't you think that they will have the wide receiver? They'll have more solidified wide receivers. Patrick Mahomes will have his guys by the time they play next, and don't you think that they could easily win both?
I don't know about. I don't think. I don't care if they're 2-0. Is what I'm saying, man. The Chargers are a better team.
So like
I agree with that.
Patrick Mahomes threw 6 interceptions that didn't.
No, he didn't. He threw 0 interceptions.
Yeah, he threw 6. He threw 6 interceptions that didn't get caught.
I mean,
He did. Even Garrett will test.
No, so
He threw a lot of passes that should have been intercepted.
He
did.
He had some passes that were questionable.
A lot of them.
But like
honestly, it's more on the Chargers for not like they did have an interception where Asante Samuel legit was inches away from having an interception, but he dropped it.
Yeah.
But I mean, honestly, Patrick Mahomes is fine. I think Devin, what's Devin's trying to say, no matter if the Chiefs are 2-0 against Chargers this year, he still thinks the Chargers are a better team.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's what you're saying, right?
I'm just saying they are straight up a better team.
At the moment, or they will be at the end of the year.
They are right now.
Okay.
If this is played in Los Angeles with Keenan Allen,
I feel like that's a weird thing to say though. Because they're home, they won. And then if the Chargers go home, they win.
Devin, I just want you.
I think the Chiefs.
I think you guys are overreacting to a game where a team did not have their wide receiver one and we're playing away, not at home.
Right. Yeah,
Devin,
that's what I'm saying.
I don't think it's crazy that I think that.
No, it's not crazy, Devin. I just want you to put some respect on the Chiefs.
I said that I was too low in them.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's what I want, Devin. And
they're a playoff
this shows that Patrick Mahomes is that guy, and it doesn't matter what he has around him.
I've never said
He's a bad
I've never
game
said
maker.
Patrick Mahomes is the issue. I said everyone around him is the issue. But I will say Clyde Edwards-Helaire
Good.
is popping off right now.
Yeah,
Their
good.
defense is playing solid.
Oh, I know.
So, I've been wrong. I have been wrong.
The
Fantasy
defensive
team.
line was getting to Justin Herbert. Obviously, he got hurt.
The team is playing solid.
Yeah, Mike.
So you're saying if Keenan Allen he's still out and they go to SoFi and they play this game, you're saying the Chargers win this game?
Yeah.
Okay. I disagree because I don't think the Chargers have a good enough fan base. I think the Chiefs have a great fan base. They travel well. I mean, basically every home game for either the Rams or the Chargers, both of them don't have dominating fan bases.
Yeah.
Significantly, the Niners last year when they played the Rams is basically a home game for the Niners.
Yeah, exactly.
Same thing for the Chargers. I honestly don't think whether it's played at home or away, I think the Chiefs still win this game because Keenan Allen's out.
Mahomes that guy, man. Mahomes is that guy.
Yeah.
I think
Justin Herbert is also though.
Yeah.
Justin Herbert is also.
We'll see
What happens with his injury?
He better be healthy, man. I can't take him being hurt. I can't take it, man. Any other thoughts on the game tonight? Nothing from Devin.
Keenan Allen's in the game. That potential touchdown pass to Gerald Everett doesn't go to Everett. It goes to Keenan Allen, and that miscommunication is the reason they lost the game.
This is where we get into then. I guess we'll never know, kind of.
But we do know, and we do know that the Chiefs have won. And you know what? I I think that last week the Chiefs were able to dominate. I think this is more of a what you're going to get from the Chiefs, where their wide receivers aren't really going to stick out that much, and
Travis
it's
Kelsey didn't even play that. He didn't
yeah.
play bad, but he just wasn't getting
yeah,
targeted.
exactly.
He got
A little bit at the beginning
he
of
got
the game, but
suplexed by
Travis
Derwin
Kelsey,
James.
5 receptions for 51 yards. So
That was funny.
That was a fumble too.
Yeah.
yeah, but their defense definitely played well. So I think that both these teams,
It was
the
an,
AFC
it
West
was
is
an
going to be
impressive.
so.
It was an impressive win by the Chiefs.
AFC West is going to be fun this year.
Best division in the NFL.
For sure.
It's not even a debate.
For sure.
All right, next we will get into our week 2 pick'ems, and we will see how everyone will do. See if Caleb can come from behind and actually win some games.
We'll see.
All right, guys, before we get into our week 2 picks, Devin is going to share the verse with us. So, Devin, give it to us. What do you got for this week?
Yeah, it's a pretty well-known verse. Everyone's probably already heard it, but just want to give a little encouragement to everybody watching. So it's Isaiah 41:10, which says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Do not be dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you. I will help you. I will uphold you with my righteous right hand." So I know, like, just me saying that, most of you can probably just think of something that's, like, bothering you. So I would just say, like, continue to be encouraged. Like, our God is so strong, and no matter what we're going through or any worries or doubts, that He's there for us, and we can go to Him in prayer, and He will give us peace.
Devin, I think that you should think about that when you're watching Juju get no yards.
Yeah.
Hey, whenever Devin is struggling with fantasy, Isaiah 41:10. That's what
I do.
say
Fantasy football, my mood changes on
I tried like having him sit down, just calm down a little bit. You know, he's just full of energy, he's full of emotions, and I understand it. You know, when you're this passionate about fantasy football, I understand it. But
Yeah.
it can take a toll on a man.
Yeah. All right. Let's get into the picks. Let's do this. All right. So I believe Chiefs was me, Garrett, and Trey.
Yep.
You two picked the Chargers. So
Yep.
already an L.
I changed it right before.
No, you're such a liar. You're such a liar. You're such a liar. I don't want to
almost
hear
thought
it.
about changing it to the. I didn't know if we could change it. I almost like if I knew we could have changed it, I would have changed it to the Chargers because I didn't know if J.C. Jackson would have been in or not. So I'm thankful I didn't change it because I would have picked the Chargers. But
Wow, that's good. That's good.
The Chiefs, I picked them, and always go with your gut, kids.
Wise words from Garrett DeVries right there.
Just making sure I have all the games. I do. All right, you all ready? Let's rapid fire this. All right. First game that we're gonna go to: Jets versus Browns.
Browns.
Give me the Browns. Bear down.
All right, Trey also had Browns down. Elf down now with their new logo at midfield. All right. Trey took the Browns as well. Let's go to the Washington Commanders versus the Lions.
Lions.
I think I took the Lions.
I almost took the Commanders, but I'm taking Lions.
Yeah, all of us took the Lions. Trey and I took the Lions as well, and Caleb goes with the Commanders for that one. And then we got the Buccaneers versus the Saints.
I got Saints. I just like the fact that the Saints or Tom Brady hasn't been able to beat the Saints in the regular season. So I like them to keep up that trend. Plus it's a home game for the Saints. So
I'm taking Buck.
Me too. Trey has the Bucks as well, but I do think that it could be. I think that the Saints definitely could win. All right, let's go to Carolina versus the New York Giants. Garrett, start us off.
This is where I'm making a change. I had the Giants before. I'm making a change. I'm putting the Panthers down.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Giants. I think the Giants are starting out 2-0, baby. Top of the division.
I'm gonna go Panthers. Baker's Panthers. Daniel Jones is not it. Not it.
Saquon is though. And I got the Giants, and so does Trey. Trey has the Giants as well. And then let's go to the Patriots versus the Steelers.
And this is where the second game I'm making a change. I did have the Steelers, but I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I feel like no, you're good. I was just gonna say that I feel like the TJ Watt injury is a big deal. He's just a huge defensive presence where I think it's a game changer. So
Steelers win this easily. The Patriots are a trash team. I'm changing my stance on the NFL completely. Bill Belichick is not a good coach. He was made by Tom Brady.
I'll say Belichick needed Brady. I'll say that.
Belichick needed Brady, and that's saying something.
I don't think he's an overrated coach.
That's saying something coming from me.
I don't think that's enough.
Why?
I
Why
don't
is it
think
that-
look terrible.
What is that? No. Okay, that's fine. I'm not talking about this year. What makes why is it crazy? Why is it crazy coming from you? Like, what is it about you that makes it?
Garrett knows. All my life, I've been a Tom Brady's assistant QB person. I said it. And now I will admit, Tom Brady has had some luck. Like the Falcons game in the Super Bowl.
That's not luck.
I don't want to get.
That's not
I really
luck.
don't want to get.
How is that luck? No.
No. See here. Let me just stop this. Let me just stop this. Let me just stop. Stop. Every single championship has a fluke or a way to.
You have to
discredit
get
the
lucky
team.
to win a Super Bowl.
Yes, when preparation and opportunity meet, that's luck, right?
My favorite player in Big Brother says that there's always a little bit of luck that comes in the game.
Exactly.
So you always got to turn it back to Big Brother.
Exactly.
So, wise words.
Exactly.
All right. Well, I have the Patriots with Garrett. Thank you for joining my side on
Yes,
that
sir.
one. And Trey has the Steelers for that game. And then let's go to Caleb's Cards versus the Raiders. Caleb.
Cardinals.
Raiders.
Give me the Raiders.
I gotta stick. The reason I picked the Cardinals is because I have to stick to my predictions.
Of 8-9.
Remember when we picked?
Well, because you
said they're going 8-9.
You just changed it to 8-9.
I've been preaching we're gonna win this game. So
Okay.
I gotta stick.
It is.
I'm ready.
So-
if Caleb is saying that they're gonna go 8-9 and win this game, I cannot wait to see what you are gonna be saying at the end of this weekend.
big thing coming into this game. Just got announced today actually. Devontae Adams' grandparents are going to be at his game for the first time in his career. He might go for 250 yards and 20 touchdowns in one game. So I'm going to take the Raiders.
All right,
The only reason I'm taking the Cardinals
It's because you're a fan.
I got the Raiders as well. Trey
Raiders.
has the Raiders. I'm a fan, Caleb. Do you see this? I'm a Cardinals fan.
I see that because I have the same shirt.
Yes, I'm a Cardinals fan, but that does not mean that I have to vote with my head right here. All right, let's go to the Sunday night football game. Bears versus the.
Oh
Wow, we're gonna get copyright. We're gonna get copyright claimed. That's a copyright claim right there. Wow. All right, Bears, Packers. Who you got?
I got the Packers.
I got the Bears. I'm just kidding. I'm going Packers.
I got the Bears. I got the Bears. I think. I don't know. I just don't think so.
You're crazy, man.
I just don't think
All right, Trey and I have the Packers as well. Let's go to the first Monday Night Football game because there's two this week. Titans versus the Buffalo Bills.
Bills.
Hey, the Bills.
Clean sweep of the Bills. Bills for Trey and I as well. And then the last game of the week, we have the Vikings versus the Eagles.
Give me the Vikings.
Yeah, I got the Vikings. It's at Philadelphia.
It's in Philadelphia, but that doesn't matter.
I got the Vikings as well. It's supposed to rain, I think, so that might be a weird
Give me the
game.
Vikings. Justin Jefferson is really going off.
Trey goes with his team once again and takes the
I
Vikings.
think it might go to OT though.
I am the sole one that is against this, but I like the Eagles. If it's raining too, I'm even more sticking with the Eagles because
Why is that?
Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
Because they can run the ball.
I mean, so can the Vikings. They have better running game than the Eagles.
I get what you're saying, but I think that it hurts part of a huge part of the Vikings
the offensive flow. Is that
yes, yes, like they're not going to be able to hit Justin Jefferson as much as they would like and get it going in the pass game as well.
Okay.
To where I think that the Eagles don't rely on it as heavily as the Vikings do.
Yeah, I can
if
see
that
that.
makes sense.
Sauce up James Bradbury.
I'd love to see it.
Wow.
Yeah, James Bradbury is like nearest.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is our picks. Sorry. Go ahead.
See, okay, let me get this out of the way. This has happened with Jalen Ramsey and Jair Alexander this week. What makes a cornerback great is the media attention after they get burnt or have one bad play. That just shows you how great they are and how much they have a grasp on media, and because people hate them so much is because of how good they are. So anytime something bad happens to them, they're gonna blast it and they're gonna say, "Oh, this guy sucks. He got burnt." But it's really just even the greats have bad plays, and it's just how it is.
Unless you're Diggs.
I think so. You're not talking.
Trayvon, yeah,
No.
he's
He had his
Yeah. Let's just end it there. 'Cause I don't want to get in the Trayvon dick. All right. I'm in the middle. I'm a middleman.
I just didn't know where you stood on.
Yeah, I'm a middleman.
He's a good corner, but it's easy to hate on him and people overrate him.
Yeah, I'll just say this. He's what he did last year with getting that many interceptions was insane. Very hard to do. But he gets overzealous and a little bit too greedy sometimes, and that burns him. And that's why he was like one of the worst.
Boys, I missed a bunch of games.
One of the worst. Yeah, I know you did.
Okay, wait. Sorry, my bad. That's totally my bad. I just realized that.
Yeah.
Let's go back into.
So thank God we talked about Trayvon
yes,
Diggs.
Trayvon, because I thought we were done with our picks. That is not all our picks for the week. So sorry about that.
Psych.
We got the Colts versus the Jaguars.
Colts.
Almost on the Jags.
I almost.
It is Jaguars. It is at the Jags, I believe.
It is.
People in the
It is
comments
in
back
Jacksonville.
me up on this. I believe Jacksonville has won the last 3 against the Colts in Jacksonville, but I still stick with
Frank Reich
Jacksonville.
has never
Yes,
beat the Jags.
at Jacksonville.
Yes.
That's true. That's pretty bad.
that
Jacksonville
said-
always plays them close. Anyways.
With that said, I got the Colts. All right, let's go
Yep.
Dolphins versus Ravens.
Ravens.
Ravens. I almost went Dolphins.
Oh, I had Dolphins.
I think we're gonna see 2 and on.
I'm a 2-0.
I think
They about to go 2-0.
it's a big this is gonna be like the first test of the year to see how Lamar Jackson deals with like a good defense when he doesn't have like the best weapons at wide receiver. Although Devin Duvernay did look good against the Jets, but it's the Jets.
All right. Well, I did say the Dolphins were going to go Tua. They're not. I got the Ravens, and so does Trey.
Yep.
Falcons versus the Rams in LA.
Whose house? Rams house.
As much as I want to think
The Falcons aren't good. The Falcons aren't good. The Falcons are not good. I'm tired of this crap from you two saying that the Falcons are good. They're
9
not.
and 8.
Give me the Rams. Give me the Rams. They're gonna go 9 and 8. They're gonna start 0-2. Okay, that's fine. All right. Seahawks versus the Niners.
Niners.
If I'm being honest, I really want to take the Seahawks in this game because I hate the 49ers with passion, but I'm going Niners.
I'm gonna go Niners as well. Trey gives us the upset. He's got the Seahawks this week.
Yep.
He's got the Seahawks going
Yep.
2-0.
Yep.
All right, we got the Bengals traveling to face the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, I got Bengals.
Bengals get the sweep, and then we got the Texans versus the Broncos.
Broncos country.
Broncos. I am going to be shocked.
Broncos will get it back on. Trey,
First home game for Russell Wilson as a Bronco. So I think
yes.
So I think it'll be cool. See Denver welcome in a new QB. So
All right, boys. I'm gonna try.
Let's
I'm gonna
ride.
start something right now. You ready for this?
I'm ready.
We're gonna do upset of the week. Everyone has to choose one game that they think could
Okay.
be an upset.
I like that.
Garrett, what you got? Who's your one upset of the week?
So my upset, I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna go with the Jaguars. I don't know if that's like a huge upset. Oh, actually, my Saints. The Saints would be an upset, right?
Yeah, that would
I'll
be an
go with-
upset.
Saints is more of an upset. So obviously, I'm going with the Saints. Saints are my upset of the week. I would not be surprised though if the Titans keep it close against the Bills.
Mhm.
But Saints.
Caleb,
My
you
upset
got
of the
you got an upset of the week.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my upset of the week. I think Bears are gonna beat Packers.
That is a big upset. That is a big upset.
Hey, I would love to see Justin Fields do well, but I just don't see it.
I seriously think the reason the Bears are gonna be better than what we think they are is because Matt Eberflus is a very good coach. Is that how you pronounce it?
Eberflus,
Eberflus?
Eberflus, I
He is
really
a very good coach.
Mr. E.
he's outcoached Kyle Shanahan.
Coach E. Shanahan, Matt LaFleur, you mean? Or are you talking? Are you talking about week one? Week one. Okay, Yeah. Yeah.
I think Matt outcoached Kyle.
Yeah. I could see that.
I think that's honestly why.
You got one, Dev?
I don't know why, but my intuitions tell me
Hey.
watch out for the Falcons.
Hey.
But I'm not going to.
I think the
Wait,
Rams absolutely
okay,
slow them out.
okay, but
I
the
think
Rams,
blow
okay,
them
the
out.
Rams do struggle with like bad teams.
They
at
do.
home.
They do.
I remember
I'm-
last year they struggled.
Um,
I like that pick there. I like that.
I think I'm gonna go Dolphins beating the Ravens.
They almost lost to the Lions last year. Remember that?
But
the
watch-
Rams
I'm
at
I'm
home.
gonna go Dolphins beating the
At
Ravens.
home.
So would go with yours with the Jaguars being the Colts.
Yeah.
That's what you had, right?
I said I changed it to Saints because that's more of an upset. I would say.
Okay, you know what? I'll do something different then too, because that kind of seems like an obvious one. I like the Jets keeping it close, maybe winning by a field goal late against the Browns.
Okay.
I think
don't
that
like that.
I think that
Vibe with
I
that.
think that the
I can vibe with
Browns
that.
are not going to be a team that are going to be able to win by multiple touchdowns under Jacoby Brissett.
I don't think
So I
he's
think
gonna
that-
have the game he had last
Yeah.
game. I don't. That's 2 in a row. That's like saying Geno Smith is gonna have the same game.
Gino's that guy.
I don't think.
Gino and Jacoby might be the same guy.
Yeah.
To be honest.
All right, boys, you got anything else for you?
No.
All right, thank y'all for listening again. We appreciate it. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see y'all in the next one.
I
Peace out.
love you guys.